Good morning, everybody. Hazel here. I just wanted to do a very quick update. I'm sitting outside, so I gotta be really quiet, and I hope you guys can hear me through this. But I just realized today that it's not February anymore, and my Witchy Haul update is not, done, so I really need to get on that video, which I'll be doing later today. You guys are gonna see me looking down a lot. It's because I had to take a bunch of notes to be able to retrain my brain into doing videos and keeping on track on what I have to say and what I'm going to say. So many of you have been asking what I've been up to, and a lot of that is the Goddess program. That comes first and foremost. That is a thing that I ended up personally dedicating myself to for other people. It's going really well. We're 6 months into it, and I'm really proud of my clients. And that's how I realized we were halfway through the year. I started my own website, hazelredwood.com. Feel free to go check it out, leave comments, read my blog, sign up for the email list, which will give you guys inclusive updates for all of you on things that I've been up to. It's easier for me to write things than to go on video, but facing fears in 2021, right? I've also been helping a lot of my normal clients because it seems like everybody's been going through a lot lately. So that's been time consuming. I've been working my butt off in the mundane and the magical world. And actually today is the first day I feel super good about everything. And between work and readings and my personal life, well, there's most of my time. But today I actually ended up freeing up like a whole day and I didn't know what to do with myself. So I was like, maybe I need to do a video. But most importantly, I've thought about all the content that's out on YouTube, and I want mine to be different and unique, and I didn't realize you could copyright a concept, so that's well known in the pagan community. So with that being said, I don't need a witch wear in my backyard, and that's okay. If people don't want to learn things that I've learned, that's okay. If people see a concept as being copyrighted, then even though it's been around for 100 years, then that's okay. The conversation I had was a very interesting one, and just putting all that thought and energy into it, I realized I don't need a witch wear in my backyard. It's not worth my time, my effort, my energy. So, in turn, that brings me to another point that I wanted to make. Jasmine Ambrosia was my very first mentor. She actually has a YouTube video, and instead of me doing basic concepts and basic introduction videos to the craft, my mentorship will remain personal and private. Obviously, it does come with a cost, but she does amazing educational videos, and she's one of the sweetest women I've ever met. She's one of the people that I would consider a modern day inspiration to witches across the United States, or at least in my realm. So make sure you guys go check her out. Remember, Jasmine Ambrosia on YouTube. And I love and respect her to pieces, so, that was not said with any malice whatsoever, in case somebody decides to read this wrong. Now, a lot of you have been asking about mentors' influences in my own personal craft, and I just wanted to kind of hint at that really quick. I've been doing this since I was 12 years old. So my very first mentor, I guess, would have been a book by Silver Ravenwolf, The Teenage Witch. It was my absolute favorite book growing up, and to this day I still refer to it on some basic concepts. Jasmine was actually one of those that was able to break those concepts down to me so that I understood them better, and that was 15-20 years later when I found my first mentor. Other than that, you do have Scott Cunningham and Gerald Gardner. Those were huge influences in my life. I do still practice the majority of both of their teachings, as well as Silver's. But I am an eclectic pagan, and an eclectic witch, whatever word you want to put into a box. So I do take what resonates and I leave the rest. I don't judge people on their own personal craft. That's not my business nor my problem. I do respect other people's practices, and with that being said, I leave you guys with, you know, I know the world is feeling helpless right now, and there's a lot of heavy energy with Mercury retrograde, Saturn's in retrograde, I think Jupiter's in retrograde. So emotions are definitely very high for people. Communication is going to be off. Signing contracts right now, don't do it until after June 22nd, guys. Anything signed in Mercury retrograde, it falls apart, let me tell you. I found that out from personal experience. But I did want to say that later this evening I will be uploading 2 different videos. One will be the Witchy Haul. And the second one is something a little different. What it means to be a witch to me. So, with that being said, I will get into that later. And now I'm going to go enjoy this beautiful day. But not before I show you guys the gardening I've been up to. If I can figure out how to turn my camera. Needless to say, there you go. I hope that was enough for you guys to see. It is a beautiful spring day out here, and I do want to get, you know, back into the garden. Gardening was a huge part of my childhood, and I miss digging in the dirt and getting my feet dirty. And I made 2021 about facing fears, and my biggest fear has been getting stung by a bee or a wasp, and that's why I haven't gardened for 15 years. I also didn't have the space because it never happened, or the time, because I was always, you know, helping somebody else out with things. But it is a beautiful day in these gorgeous mountains up here. It's humid, hence why my curls are a little everywhere. I hope everybody has a blessed morning, evening, and afternoon. I'll see you guys later tonight.